Till now we have studied about the structure and arrangement of the accessory organs, that is calyx and corolla. Now we will start with the reproductive organs of the flower. There are basically two reproductive organs of flower, that is androecium, which is considered as the male reproductive organ of flower, and gynoecium, which is considered as the female part. Now, as it can be seen from the figure, this is a typical flower containing both accessory and reproductive organ. Now, the whorl that is situated under petals is known as stamen. Stamen, that is androecium. Stamen is considered as the basic unit of androecium. Gynoecium. Gynoecium is made up of units, that is pistils or carpels. This whorl is situated in the innermost side, which constitutes stigma, style, ovary and ovule, and stamen consists of anther and filament, and connective. Now we'll understand about the male reproductive organ of the plant or flower, which is known as androecium. As said earlier, androecium is basically made up of many units of stamens. This whorl is located beneath corolla or petals. Now each stamen consists of anther, filament and connective. This figure shows the structure of stamen, that is, the tip portion located here is known as anther. The this long elongated structure is known as filament, and the connective is the portion which connects both the anther and filament. Now this figure shows a typical structure of anther where both the ventral and dorsal section have been shown. Now as it can be seen from the figure, the topmost portion of the stamen is called anther, as said before. The long elongated structure which supports the anther is known as filament, and connective is the portion which connects both and filament. Now pollen grains are produced within the anther. Thus, pollen grains that are produced within the anther can be of various shapes, sizes, and different characters, like it can be either smooth or spiny. These anthers dehisce or get separated in various ways, out of which pollen grains are separated. Now as it can be seen from the figure, a mature anther is hollow, bilobed and sac-like structure. However, in few flowers there are exceptions where the anthers do not produce pollen grains. So such an anther not producing pollen grain is known as sterile stamen. Such a sterile stamen is known as staminode. Whose? So, staminode is a sterile stamen or stamen consisting of anther but not producing pollen grains. As said earlier, that filament and anther are joined through a connective on the basis of the location of connective of a stamen. The stamens can be of various types. First, free, and second, joined. Now, in a free stamen, if all the stamens of androecium of a flower are entirely free from one another, then such a type of stamen is known as free stamen. On the contrary, in joint stamen, all the stamens are arranged in group with one another. Now in joint type, the joining of stamens can also be in different way. In a joint stamen, the arrangement is basically of three types: monoadelphous, diadelphous, polyadelphous. Now as it can be seen from the figure, if all these stamens are arranged or joined through their filament or commonly arranged filament, then such a type is known as monodelphous. Second, diadelphous. Sometimes two form of groups are formed. So such a type is known as diadelphous. If more than two groups occur, then such a joint is known as polyadelphous stamen. Thus, in monoadelphous stamen, the stamens are jointly arranged through their common filament. Example, China rose. Then the second type is diadelphous. Sometimes this joint occurs in between two groups. Arranged through their filaments. So such a type is known as diadelphous. Example for diadelphous stamen is P. Thus, example for polyadelphous is when the groups occur in more than two forms or number, then such a type is known as polyadelphous. Example of polyadelphous can also be P because sometimes this pea plant is arranged in more than two bundle form. Other example can be citrus. Now, such a group of adelphous stamens that are formed by the union of such stamens is called cohesion of stamens. Now we will start with the female reproductive organ of the flower, that is gynoecium. As said, it is considered as the female reproductive organ of the flower. As said earlier, gynoecium is made up of smaller units called carpels or pistils. It is the innermost wall of the flower. Now this structure depicts the structure of a carpel. As it can be seen from the figure, a carpel basically consists of stigma, which is the tip portion. Second is style, beneath stigma. Third is pollen tube, which is present within the style. And fourth is ovary containing ovules. Here, as it can be seen, a ovary is a hollow bag-like structure within which small-shaped ovules occur. Now, the stigma and ovary is connected by a long segment known as style within which pollen tube is present. Due to the presence of pollen tube, style occurs in an elongated manner. The stigma acts as the receptive surface for pollen grains. Another structure called placenta occurs. Placenta is a flat, cushion-like structure which supports ovules present within the ovary. On the basis of number of carpels, they are of various types. Thus, classification of gynoecium can be done on the basis of number of carpels present within. The gynoecium is basically of two types: monocarpellary as it can be suggested from the name. In this type of gynoecium, only one carpel is present. Second type is polycarpellary. In this type of gynoecium, more than one carpel occurs. Now, on the basis of number of carpels and their arrangement, polycarpellary type is of two types. First is apocarpus. In this, if the carpels are arranged in free form, then the type of polycarpellary gynoecium is called apocarpus. Example: rose and lotus. The second type is syncarpus. Here, if the carpels occur in the united form, then the type of gynoecium is known as syncarpus gynoecium. Example is datura and hibiscus flower. This figure depicts the apocarpus gynoecium or the arrangement of carpels within. As it can be seen, the carpels are arranged in a free form or distinct manner. On the contrary, in syncarpus gynoecium, these carpels are joined or in united form.